Welcome to Maths Gym. In this lesson, we are going to take a look at question from Ratio and Proportion, Chapter 21 from IGCSE Board, Cambridge Lower Secondary, Year 9, Standard 8th. Question is fairly simple. 100 grams of butter is needed to make 12 biscuits. 100 grams of sugar is needed to make 18 biscuits. Joe makes biscuits using 300 gram more butter than sugar. Okay, that's the information. Find the total number of biscuits which Joe has made. 12 biscuits require 100 gram of butter. So one biscuit will require 100 upon 12 grams of butter. Let's give this as equation number 1. 18 biscuits require 100 grams of sugar. This is given in our question out here. We are pulling out the information from this portion. So one biscuit will require 100 upon 18 grams of sugar. Now let's also understand the biscuit making. Okay, so one biscuit, when we are talking of mathematically, the same biscuit is containing butter as well as sugar. So one biscuit, how much sugar and butter it will contain? So one biscuit will contain 100 upon 12 plus 100 upon 18 grams of butter and sugar. When you use the equivalent fraction, you would get eventually that this is 500 upon 36 grams of butter and sugar. Let's give this as number 3, equation number 3, information number 3. We will be using it in the third slide from now. As of now, let's find out the ratio of butter to sugar in one biscuit. So ratio of butter to sugar in one biscuit means butter upon sugar, right? So from 1 and 2, what do we get? 100 upon 12 is the butter divided by 100 upon 18. You need to pay attention. We can have the ratios only when we are talking about the same one biscuit. Okay, so in one biscuit, what is the quantity used? So we have first made this as our basic parameter. So 100 upon 12 divided by 100 upon 18, this would eventually become 18 upon 12, and finally you get the ratio of butter is to sugar in one biscuit as 3:2. So now we have arrived at an information which is butter is to sugar in one biscuit is 3:2. Now this also tells us that butter is one share more than sugar. And where do you get this one share more? From the info given, 3 minus 2, right? 3 minus 2 gives me 1, which is one share more than sugar. Butter is one share more than sugar. It is also given in the question that Joe uses 300 gram more butter. So what does it tell us? One share is equal to 300 gram. This share which we are talking of, this one share is basically one part. You know, the way 3:2, it is 3 parts, 2 parts. So one part butter is more. So we are using the terminology of share. So one share is equal to 300 grams. So this also tells that 3 share will be equal to 3 into 300 gram butter, because butter is 3 parts or 3 share. So 3 into one share, which is 300 gram, is 900 grams of butter has been used for making biscuit by Joe. We can also find out how much is the sugar used. So sugar is 2 share, so 2 into 300, which becomes 600 grams of sugar has been used for making the biscuits. How much is the total quantity of butter and sugar? Total quantity of butter and sugar used is 900 plus 600 grams, which is equal to 1500 grams. So the biscuits which has been made by Joe has used 1500 grams of butter and sugar. Let's take the next step. We have got total butter and sugar used by Joe for making biscuits is 1500 grams. Let there be X biscuits made by the Joe. We don't know what is the biscuits made, so let's assume that it is X. Now from equation 3, which was there in the first slide, you can always go back to the video and check. We know that in one biscuit, we have used 500 upon 36 grams of butter and sugar. And please note, we have purposefully not simplified any of these fractions because we know we are eventually going to cut it off. In one biscuit, we use 500 upon 36 grams of butter and sugar. So for X biscuits, how much are you going to use? It's going to be X into 500 upon 36, which is fundamentally 500X upon 36 grams. Now we have also arrived that, okay, we have Joe has used 1500 grams of butter and sugar. It means both should be equal. So 500X upon 36 is equal to 1500. And when we now transpose everything connected to X to the right hand side, we get that X is equal to 1500 into 36 upon 500, which eventually gives us 3 into 36, which is equal to 108 biscuits. So Joe makes 108 biscuits in this question. Thank you for watching this lesson. You can WhatsApp your problems at 98211599097. We can make a video for you, or write us at mathsgym2020@gmail.com.